Okay, what time is it?
10 to 4.
10 to 4. The next adventure begins. It is, in Chemainus, heading from Chemainus to Duke Point, which is just south of Nanaimo, to catch a boat to the mainland and engage. Dark and stormy night. Well, actually, it wasn't stormy. The objective of this trip is to rescue and retrieve my Honda Goldwing that I had to leave down there. When I got to Mexico, I broke my leg. Therefore, I couldn't bring the bike back with me. So this trip, this adventure, is to repatriate the bike, currently being looked after by a friend in Mexico. It's in a compound. It's locked up, so it should be fine. It's safe, but you never know. So on with the adventure to get the bike and get back home safe. The painted whale sculptures you're looking at were painted by well-known local artists in an attempt to raise money for the local Easter Seal House that supplies low-cost or free housing for families whose children are in critical care at Vancouver Children's Hospital, so that the families can be together when the children are undergoing serious medical treatment. Time to get moving. With first load, because of my cast, I have problems with stairs. So off we go. You see the red lights, that's the entrance for the semis. And the green light is where the cars go in, and motorcycles as well. So we will continue down there, and I'll catch an elevator up.
No, it's just a cast. He's got a cast on his leg.
So near an elevator spot?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just go to the other end down this lane.
So this first lane?
Yep.
Yep.
This is a huge ferry. We're going to the top deck. The lower deck, of course, is for the larger vehicles. A very helpful crew here, and we're going to go down to the end and catch an elevator. Trivia note: British Columbia has more ferries than the Canadian Navy has ships. We get the best seat in the house, but we'll go upstairs and get breakfast.
Are you using cash?
Yeah. Food on the ferry is not all that bad. I think that will keep me going for the next 2 hours. 2 hours sailing from Vancouver Island to the mainland.
first off.
Mhm.
First into the cafeteria.
And a great view in the front. Not a nice day today, though. Sure they got enough speed bumps here? Speed bumps and rough roads.
U.S. departures. Just go in there.
So somewhere in there. Masks are required. Good thing I got a mask. Okay, stop for now. As far as I'm concerned, the best part of the flight is the takeoff. Now in a small prop plane. Interesting how the camera speed separates the propellers on the prop plane. On the small plane from YVR Vancouver to SEA SeaTac for the first flight, just a small flight. You can see YVR down below us, Vancouver Airport. Not tiny by any means, but not as huge. Okay, got off the small plane in SeaTac and onto a much bigger airplane. We're looking at it now. First time I have seen the Grand Canyon from the air. Quite the impressive spectacle. I will be on the ground there sometime. Short hop from Vancouver to SeaTac and then wait there and then a run to There it is, just where I left it. Cover's still on it. Looks like it hasn't been moved at all. So need to. Looks like the cover's not even being off of it. It's all tied up. So obviously no one's touched it. Good thing I have a cover on it, but even with the tight fitting cover like that, it's still got a lot of dust. Time to get it all cleaned up and move it over to the house where I'm staying tonight, and then enjoy a bit of Mexico. On the west side of Los Algodones, this is my favorite Mexican restaurant. Real Mexican. The people who stored my bike and helped get it all cleaned up after I got it back let me stay at the house where their patients stay here during treatment. Now for a really fast trip home, see how fast I can make the 2,500 kilometer trip. Crossed the border, turn left on Highway 8, heading west. Approaching the California border, thought I'd stop at a rest stop near the sand dunes. On the bike, on the navigator, I just pressed the home button and followed it all the way. In California, on I-5, they have these tow trucks that help stranded motorists. This is on I-5 near LA. Since this bike doesn't have highway pegs, I have to stop quite often to stretch my legs. And a couple of times they've had to. Traffic here is absolutely insane. This is on a good day. Wow. Overnighted at a little cheap motel in Winston. Nice little town. It's kind of not. Just another nice, quiet little town. Interesting to see all the irrigation canals throughout California. And so I stopped at this viewpoint to have a look. And I got to see a lot more than I really needed to see. It's unfortunate, but it happens all over the place. Almost home. Last 300 kilometers in one shot, no stops. Made the Port Angeles ferry. Uh, Port Angeles, Washington to Victoria, British Columbia, and off the ferry, and about an hour and a half, and I will be home.